Hello my friends, here are the BERIBES headphones, and this tutorial is for you if, like me, you don't like to read the instructions, or if you sometimes think the instructions are so small I wish they were larger, and then this learning curve of 20 minutes of messing around with it until it finally works. If you want to skip that, then this is for you. Okay, number one, here's what I recommend. There is one little thing about this that to me is unintuitive. You know, just being honest, it takes too long to figure this out. So I would say charge this thing first, okay, for 2.5 hours before you even start dealing with it. Because if not, you will be in a situation where you will not think, well, did I just not understand it yet, or is this thing not fully charged? Okay, so just to keep this apart, simply charge it first for not necessarily the entire 2.5 hours, but 1.5 hours. And then on to the next step. So we're going to pair this with our telephone, correct? Yes, it's also hands-free for telephone calls. So here is, before we get into the nitty-gritty, what I would also recommend. As you can see, it says left and right. Now, in my experience with many headsets, it doesn't really matter. Yes, it does say that, but which way around you put them on doesn't really matter. Here it does, because you have the little hole. It's tiny, it's right here, and that is the microphone. Okay, so put them on the right way around. And now here's my next suggestion. Let's say it's now fully charged. There is this button, this one here. Okay, they call it the multi-function button. This is just skipping tracks plus minus when it comes to the volume. Very simple. Okay, so what I'm saying is, in a minute there will be a computerized voice in here. It will say power on, power off. It's like a lady's voice. But if you don't know that, then you will never put them on, and you will never hear that voice saying certain things, and you will be kind of flying blind when it comes to pairing it with your phone in a minute. So my suggestion is put them on like this, and then kind of, this is where the multifunction button is. And now you press that, and you keep it pressed for 2 seconds or 4 seconds. Power on, it just said that. Okay, so the power is on. Now I go to my, I think the battery just died. Pairing, no it didn't. It just said pairing. It is now pairing it with my phone, which for some reason is just booting itself up. But it still said that. So my apologies for the slight delay. Anyway, sometimes I wish things were a little bit easier, but I think if you do those things, it also has, of course, one of these. You can connect it to your laptop, and if there's an adapter, maybe with your phone, don't take my word for it, but I assume these things are possible, my assumption. So Bluetooth, and then this one here, the WH202A, that's the one. Okay, and now it's also now it says in here connected. Okay, so yeah, you really want to listen to that voice and have these things charged before you get rolling, I think. And I think you will save yourself a lot of time. Well, we're looking at 4 minutes. This took me half an hour, so maybe it helped in some sense. Yeah, peace.